welcome back to my YouTube channel. Do you know the short story about After 20 Years by O. Henry? That short story is focused on reunion of two old friends, Bob and Jimmy. The theme of the story are friendship, loyalty, and trust. Next is setting. Setting of place in the dark street in the New York. And then the setting of time at 10 o'clock at night. Next is characterization. There are three characters in the story. The main character and the protagonist is Bob. Bob is 38 years old. He is loyalty and wealthy. And he is criminal known as Silky Bob. And then the second one is Jimmy Wills. He is a policeman, 40 years old, honest and responsible. The last is the plainclothes officer. He is no name of this story. He is sent to trick the criminal known by the police in Chicago as Silky Bob by pretending that he is Jimmy Wills.
Next is plot. The first is exposition. The setting of the dark street in New York is introduced and the characters of Bob and Jimmy are described. The second one is rising action. Bob's tension is increased as he waits for his longtime friend who has not shown up on time. Bob sees the policeman walking up the street, explain his situation. Then the policeman walks away. Next, a tall man walks up to Bob, giving him the assumption that is Jimmy. This man and Bob walk down the road and Bob sees the man in front of the bright lights of the drugstore. The third is climax. Bob realizes the man is not Jimmy. The fourth is falling action. The man tells Bob he is under arrest and hands him a note. The last is resolution. Bob reads the note and realizes that the policeman he spoke to earlier was in fact his old friend Jimmy Wills.
The last is moral value. Moral value of this story is that once a man becomes an habitual criminal, he can never trust anybody, not even his own best friend. This is the penalty any man or woman has to pay for leading a life of crime. They have to keep on the run. They can't just stay on one place, and they can never really close their eyes and rest.